Okay, let's take a deep dive into Psalm 63. And right from the start, the opening lines, they just paint this incredibly powerful scene. The speaker cries out, "Oh God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My body longs for you." And listen to this setting. In a dry and weary land where there is no water.
Wow. Yeah, that imagery is immediate, isn't it? Stark.
Totally. That language of intense need thirsts, longs in that specific place, that dry and weary land.
Yeah.
What does that, vivid picture tell us right off the bat about the speaker's state and their relationship with God?
Well, it's fascinating how that really visceral physical need, the thirst, is used to describe something deeper, a spiritual longing, maybe an existential one. I think the immediate insight is that the speaker sees their connection with God as, well, absolutely vital, like water, essential for survival. It suggests their deepest needs just aren't being met by their current situation.
Right. It's not casual, is it? It's portrayed as totally fundamental. So faced with that really deep need, where does the psalm show the speaker turning? What's the next?
Well, right after expressing that thirst, the text says, I have seen you in the sanctuary and beheld your power and your glory.
Ah, okay. So memory.
Exactly. That's a really crucial turn. Even though they're in this dry land now, in the present, they draw strength from remembering a past encounter, seeing God's power, God's glory. So the insight there is really about remembrance being a kind of wellspring, It fuels their devotion even when things look bleak right now.
And that memory, it seems to actually change their perspective, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Because then they declare, because your love is better than life, my lips will glorify you. I will praise you as long as I live. It's a strong declaration.
It really is. And then there's that image of satisfaction. My soul will be satisfied as with the richest of foods. With singing lips, my mouth will praise you.
Rich foods, yeah.
Yeah, that's another powerful insight, I think. The speaker is basically saying that this divine love, this connection, it provides a satisfaction, a value that actually exceeds life itself, and describing it using, the sensory language of the most fulfilling meal. And crucially, this inner satisfaction is possible despite the outer dry land.
Okay, so it's internal. And it's not just for special occasions or easy times either. The speaker really emphasizes how constant it is. On my bed, I remember you. I think of you through the watches of the night.
Yeah. That points to a really deep intimacy, doesn't it? And reliance. Remembering God isn't just a daytime thing. It's in those quiet, maybe sleepless, private moments.
Right.
And the reason they can do this, the reason they can sing in the shadow of your wings, is stated right there. Because you are my help. So the core idea is finding this continuous help, this shelter, the security, because of that constant connection and remembrance.
My soul clings to you. Your right hand upholds me. That bit really stands out.
It does. Clings and upholds. It captures that dynamic perfectly. There's the speaker actively holding on, and also the feeling of being held, supported.
Yeah, that sense of being upheld seems so foundational, especially when you consider the really sharp turn the psalm takes right after that.
Ah, yes. This is where that stark contrast comes in. The speaker's experience, that sense of being upheld and satisfied, is set right against the fate of those who oppose them.
How so?
It says, they who seek my life will be destroyed. They will go down to the depths of the earth, given over to the sword and become food for jackals. I mean, it's pretty graphic.
Wow, yeah, that's a massive shift in focus, a completely different outcome.
Absolutely. And the insight there is quite clear, isn't it? In the worldview presented right here in this text, allegiance to God and opposition to God lead to completely opposite ends, total opposites. On one side, you have this personal satisfaction and security we talked about. On the other, well, utter destruction and being silenced.
And the final verses really hammer that contrast home explicitly, don't they?
Yeah.
The king and those who trust God find joy, find praise,
Right.
while the mouths of liars will be silenced.
Silenced, yeah.
So just reflecting on this whole journey the psalm takes us on, starting from that intense, vital need in a really desolate place, moving through finding this deep satisfaction, help, security through remembering and connecting, and then ending with that really stark contrast, the fate of opponents, the silencing, the destruction. Thinking about that vivid juxtaposition, just based purely on what's in this text,
Yeah.
what does it suggest to you, the listener, about where the speaker believes true power and maybe ultimate justice actually reside? It's definitely a powerful contrast to think about.